I guess I'm gonna be a pilot. Not quite sure what to think of that, but after talking to Chartrulean more, that's where all signs are pointing. He wants to make a special force of elite soldiers who use technologies that amplify our natural abilities. It all sounds very experimental, but way too cool of an opportunity to pass up. It's taken about a fortnight so far, but we've scored 6 good candidates, including me. Chartrulean's criteria of what he's looking for made it take a little more time, and also made me wonder why he was so adamant that I be one of them. Volunteers have to be strong and exhibit exceptional abilities. I'm pretty small and my ergokinesis ability is pretty underdeveloped. Chartrulean says that I have great potential and that he's known that since the day he met me. Whatever that means. I guess I'll go with it for now. Volunteers also have to be willing to relocate to Simitu and live in secret under the protection of the Royal Armed Forces. And they have to be up to the task of doing something physically, mentally, and emotionally taxing. And potentially dangerous. I can see now why things ended up for Chartrulean the way they did. For one, technology like the kind he's describing is forbidden. Second, and more importantly, the Jardakai are supposed to be the pariah race. We're the ones who have been blamed for every catastrophe throughout all of history. On the surface, it's a total recipe for disaster, and it's been hard finding other people crazy enough to go with us. But there are a lot of people out there desperate to get out of this place, even if it means going somewhere they'd be considered a fugitive. Anyway, Chartrulean enlisted the help of Bodokai to find some candidates. I mean, we're talking about elite soldiers here, so Drema Academy is a logical first place to look, and we did find a few people. The first candidate to come forward was a Brook. He had formerly trained to be a guardian at Kazalu before running away and taking refuge in Idrika. Anyone who has seen Kazalu would know why. They really get into some freaky stuff. Anyways, that's another story. Brook's Jardakai ability was pretty well developed since Kazalu trained him to use it to extract information from people. Some kind of mind-reading thing. He's definitely the scariest one in my opinion, but he has a really good temperament, so there's that. The next two to come forward were Corbin and Kay, who for the most part just seemed ready to get out of Idrika. They seem like your basic grunt type, not super friendly, but pretty good at Sistema. I watched them spar together and their reflexes are lightning fast, and they seem to have mastered using their abilities to fortify their bodies. They seem nice enough, and Corbin is really funny. Kay is a bit of a, well, we'll get along eventually. Sunyata was a total surprise. She's an Idrika native who came forward with a lot of enthusiasm, but not much of a fighter. She has a pretty cool ability too, that's a little hard to explain. Hers is a bit more spatial. If you're stuck in a maze with only one way out, she'll find it. She can run multiple scenarios at once and calculate probabilities really fast, including enemy weaknesses. Ditrin was the last to come from Drema Academy. He seemed to me a bit of a runt at first, but Bodokai was pretty insistent on taking him if we're taking Sunyata. Turns out, his ability is generating a defensive energy shield. And he's also super fast, way faster than Corbin and Kay. He's known for taking out much larger opponents by deflecting their attacks, then using Sunyata's guidance to make strategic and highly effective maneuvers. When those two work together, they can slip through just about any sticky situation. We still have a few more days to look before Chartrulean wants to depart for Simitu. He hopes to find a few more.